So here I go. Hello, hello, testing, testing. So hi, I am back for however long we're back here. I am basically back at the house that's sort of like between places, kind of like it's going on the way to Small Haven. I haven't actually named this. I think it's A Hut 2. Yeah, so I'm back at A Hut 2, and you'll see I got rid of the fire and put an actual torch there now. Now, the thing I need to be cautious of is there's a fireplace over there, like I got fire over there by the skeleton stones. I have a torch here. I have torches there. This place is technically vulnerable to rage because of it, because I have way more than one item that's of a light type of thing. I care, but I don't care right now because right now I still haven't fought Eikthyr, so it's not gonna hurt me any. But at some point, I'm gonna have to go through and take some of these places that I've made and break them back down, and maybe leave a torch or two. But you know, just recognize I don't need to have all these houses. You know. But while I do, I'm gonna take advantage of them. As points of interest, points and places of interest. Okay, so I'm going back to the bridge that I made over here. We're coming back around. I love this bridge still. It's just, this is so nice to not have to worry about, you know, trying to figure out how I'm going to cross the water and whether I'm going to drown or not. So, yeah. So I'm coming up the path. I've cleared this path some, not completely, but you could tell, as you'll see, that there's, you know, knocked down pieces of wood and whatever along the way. But I got the path all the way out kind of to the meadow. And I'll pick up the pace just a little bit here. Oh, that's why I'm going so slow. I was like, why am I so slow? Well, I haven't eaten in a while, so that would explain it. So let's have a little food and boost up the stamina and the health and see if that will help. It sure does. Look at that. There's a difference. Alright, so there's the demarcation of we are entering the area where there's a path that's going to change. I made two paths here. One path goes to the shelter that is that way, which, you know, I have areas to explore that way. And the other path goes to the Eikthyr space. And I'm going to go first to the shelter because I want to show what I did there real quick. Yeah, I'll probably put a sign over there with, you know, names of places here. I do like using this as kind of a way, sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but, you know, putting the fire in, and it does help at night. And then the reason I'm laughing is I chopped wood, and there was a log fall. There was a whole bunch of logs that fell over, including the one that is hanging there off the grave and on the tree over there. It just kind of got out of hand as a domino effect. And then this house I've been building on, you can see that I improved the chimney. It's now not going to smoke me out. I put it indoors. I have a little porch here. It's like one of those long houses. Whoops, I once again did not go far enough into the door. Let me get past it here. There we go. And so here's the fireplace, kind of doing this fireplace thing. And then I've got the bed here, and then this bench is a level 2 bench, which means I can fix things up. Now, I don't have much in the way of storage yet, but I do have like some extra food and stuff here, so it's, you know, it's not too bad. You can see I collected wood, a lot of wood along the way, as has been the case whenever I'm building those roads. And then the only reason I don't have a lot of fruit and veggies here is that I've been kind of splitting them around a bit with the chest. All right, so So that's this place that I've done. Alright, we had a really big rain and I had a whole lot of neck that came out, so now I've got coal somewhere because of it, but that's a whole other story. We had rain, and it turns out that when there's a lot of rain, the neck come out in the meadows and just wander around for a while, I think. But it was very interesting because they just were everywhere. And this is another path that has a lot of, you know, fruit and mushrooms and whatever along the way. So, once again, New World proves to be awesome. So as I was walking by, I found this place along the way, and I just decided to rebuild and go ahead and go with it. Now this is much too low to have the smoke roof, but it's outside, so it doesn't affect me any. But if I go in, what's entertaining about this place is it has a raspberry set of raspberry bushes in it. So I made a window for it, and I just am going to accept that I may put a roof on top of that window to keep it from coming out, but technically the raspberries require sunshine, so I'm going to try and be careful about that. It did have a chest, and I already grabbed the stuff and moved it around pretty much. But there's the chest right there. It did have stuff in it. I just don't remember where I put it all now. Yeah, you know, the usual stuff. It had like flint and a torch and a, you know, nothing. It wasn't anything like jewelry or anything, you know, it just was, yeah. But now oh, there's the coal. There's the coal when I overcooked the neck meat. And then what I'm doing here is I'm starting to store stuff so that if things happen at the Exir, I can fix it up and not worry too much. So I'm planning on this being my station that's closest to. Yes, this will be where I supply up and go back out. So yes, I'm gonna have to get. Yeah, I'll have to go gather some flint and put down a chopping block and just, you know, get some basic stuff there so that I can repair and build real quick if I need to. Alright. And then, let's see. Let me make sure. Yeah, I am on the path. Alright, so here we go. I've been through here already chopping trees and whatever. Now this I just straight up built, and it's just basically a wood shed, and that's my approach to this. I intended it only to be one thing long, and then I thought, nah, I want to be able to step in and shut the door if I need to. So it's got a workbench, but it's not my best work, and it's got empty chest where I'll probably drop some more food in if I have to. But it's not where I plan on sleeping overnight because it's too close to the thing. It's where I plan on storing the stone and wood for the fires, you know what I mean? That I intend to use here. So there's Oh, I'm not gonna stay there to sleep. No, there's no bed there. No, well, I don't plan on putting a bed there. I mean, I guess I could, but that would mean putting a fire down. I guess I could put one down, technically. I can't because I do not have enough stone or wood right now because I've. No, we were over by Ike there. Nope, it's all good. Oh, that's alright. I'll come back over during the daylight. Just getting to be nighttime, you know, so. Make sure I don't have anything in the pocket. So go. All right, go in. Yeah, I guess we have been kind of, you know, sitting for a while, so. Yeah. Well, I'm in the middle way now. I went back to the house so I could sleep, and then I'll get up and we'll go again back over. I'm in the midway point between the path and the X here. I'll show you. You'll see. I'm in the other place. We're just sleeping, yeah, because, you know, nighttime came upon us. Well, I guess it might be. Let's take a look. There might come rain because of it. Yeah, because you're right. Usually it rains when it says that, but so far, okay. We're all right. All right, so I'm going to go back to where Ike here is. And I'll show you the shed there. What I was showing was the shed, and then it became nighttime. And I don't have any stone right now on me, or wood, because I've been putting everything away. And one of the reasons I have the bed over there at that shelter there is that it's far enough away that if Ike there gets mad and I can't stop him, that it'll be far enough away that I can run back, but in a reasonable amount of time, but without leading him to the place, right? Meanwhile, this is my sacrificial shed should something happen. But it's where I intend, like these chests, I intend to put stone and wood in it, and that's it. You know, maybe a couple of pieces of fruit or whatever over in this chest here. But there's stone, you know, I put stone and wood here already. Or similar, you know, just because I wanted to make sure that I had it. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do this. Does that help? Okay, so we got the two chests here. Got the chest with the stone and the wood. Alright, and then we've got the chest that's currently empty that will probably also have stone and wood. Because this is going to be where I make a place to prep for what I'm planning on doing over here. Which is I'll take off, like, at the other house I'll take off a bunch of stuff before I come over here. I'll take off, like, the weapons I don't intend to use. And I'll take off, like, any extra stuff. And then load up with stone and wood. And a couple of, you know, like, maybe some honey and meat, but just enough to carry around. And, of course, fiery arrows and a bow, you know? That's my current plan. And, it sounds like I'm over-planning. I know it does, but I'm not the kind of gamer that fights bosses. So I just want to be ready. You know? I just want to be ready and not scared, that's all. I play The Sims and No Man's Sky. Actually, what's funny is now I guess I can say I do fight bosses because I've been playing No Man's Sky for so long, you know. But I was playing No Man's Sky before they started putting it in the pirates and stuff. Yeah, you know. So, and it's probably why I've been sort of stuck on building all these little mini houses here, is because, you know, of just practice, I guess. I don't know. But each house has gotten better. I've gotten faster at putting them up, you know. Not recently, no. I've just been hanging out here. This is all I did. I mean, the road to and fro is. You were curious as to whether I had visited. Yeah. Was a good idea? Yeah, that was kind of my thinking too. You know, because it'll depend. I mean, I might really need it afterwards too. Because the thing about fighting bosses, it doesn't stop the other creatures from also coming around, you know? Thank you for the meat. I do? No, that was a deer. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Nope, it's all good, because that was definitely at a distance. I'm getting better, and I like this bow because I'm getting better. You know what I mean? Well, what I've got, and I didn't believe them at first, that they were only using those basic wood arrows to sharpen sticks. It works wonderfully with this bow. I mean, I'm just so impressed, you know. Oh, there's a boar. Thank you. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I have had some skill improvements. Let's take a look at the skills. And let's see, my jump is at an enormous 38. And I don't know how I got there. But because it's ahead of my run. So I must have been jumping a lot more than I thought. But I am at 38 on a jump. Fist, they've gone up. And I'm now at 14 on fist, which is amazing. Run is at 34, which makes total sense because I run everywhere. But the club, look at the club. The club is at 33. And I don't know how that one happened. A block is at 13. I sometimes remember to block. I usually don't, you know. But it's okay. I keep my shield on for a reason. Axe is at 37, which means I've been doing a lot of battling with that one. Sneak with the axe, yeah. Is 53. My wood cutting is at 53. I am very, very good at cutting down trees. Alright, and sneak is at 32, which means I'm getting a lot better at that. Swim is at 14, because I was in the water. The bow is at 16 now, which I'm like, wow, I can't, you know, that just amazes me. My spear is at 22. Because I used it a lot. Exir will throw the rally around, and it's one of the first things I pull is the spear and just go jab, 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 jab. And then the knife is put away. I put away the knife. I like it. I like the idea of having it. And if I were doing more sneaking sorts of things, I would keep it on me. But the truth is, I don't use it very much, you know, and so it's just an extra thing I'm carrying around when I'm trying to keep the weight down. And so, yeah. This is the field where all the neck were after the rain, and it was really kind of incredible because they were just all over. Yeah. Oh, there's another boar. The problem with the boar is they move around. They're not still like the... And once you fire an arrow at them, they will run away. There we go. I'm sorry. Thank you, sir. I do appreciate it, and I'm grateful. Alright, so that's basically what I did this for like, yeah, for the last two hours, was make that path. Yep. So yeah, I really feel like I'm getting more and more ready to deal with it. And it is possible that I'm over prepared too, but I prefer over rather than under in this case. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the ring, I think, or the A hut, I guess, and we'll stop there and then maybe go check out. Oh. And leave the trophy there. It'll be there later to pick up if I really want it. But it's just another item that, you know, to carry. I definitely must clean that up. All this wood in this water. Well, I will try off screen. I was so busy, you know, making the path and everything. But the problem is that it's in the water. So it involves swimming and pushing it around, trying to push it around. And that could make it too difficult because you don't want to drown while you're trying to clean up the water. Well, okay, sounds good. Yep. Okay. Okay. Alright, moving into a hut here. And we're gonna go ahead and set the spawn point here, and it's a nice kind of central place to stay for a moment. I may keep this one, but let go of some others, depending on how things go. But all of the houses I have are, you know, there's a reason I've got them there. So, yeah. I don't know how these guys go around and not have houses just spread all over. Alright, let's go to Good World. And actually, after that, we might load up some torches and go look at Glade. It's warmer today outside. It's going to be warm-ish for the next few days, and then the temperature will drop again, and then it'll warm back up. So spring, I think, is pretty much here. It's just a few shifts around, you know, so yeah, exciting times. I need some of that thing. Apparently I parked myself in the shed. Check our bees, how they're doing. Oh, good. We've got a little bit of honey going. I was a little concerned because there wasn't any for a bit, but I guess they're working it. Berries, how exciting. I'll put that ladder there, and I don't need it necessarily. Awesome. Alright, I think I can put the hide here for... No, I know where to put it. Never mind. Oh, I was going to put the hide here, and then I remembered, no, I don't need to do that here. I can do it in the other... At the work... I did, yes. That was very exciting. And I got a little bit of honey. Yeah, blueberries and a little honey. I'll go look. It wasn't, but that doesn't mean it's not there. When I last looked, it just mean, you know, I took a peek out and I was like, I don't see a troll. And I was like, okay. The problem is until you take care of it, you know, I don't know that it actually despawns. It just wanders around the area. Check the weight. Right, and we're doing all right. Alright. Okay, I'm going to take a moment because I'm not going to be pathing anything, and I'm going to switch the club with the hoe. There we go. Hello, my happy little copper deposit. I'm gonna pat your little rock there. Yes, I am. Well, I'm glad to have that copper deposit, you know. It's like thing to look forward to. Ooh, I have 27 deer hide and 20 leather scraps. going on here, so I'm doing, I think, okay here. Let's see. Okay, there's the tunic. Nothing of importance there. No, I'm kidding. This is the Grey Dwarf trophy. Yeah, these are the sorts of things. You're supposed to hang them up on the wall when you have, you know, certain nails and things. Yeah, but, and I might do that through my various little houses, but... I'm just going to take a look. Oh, you know what we could be working toward? I do have, I think, enough skull trophies, but I need to work toward a 10 bones there. My issue is that it's the same weight. It's the same weight. And then I'd have a better shield. Well, let's see. It says durability and block is 32. Let's take a look at what my block is on the... my block is 18. It might be worth, since I do this sort of thing anyway and over prepare. Let's see. And we could get a stag breaker. I have way lots of deer trophies. That could... I'm gonna think about this one. the stag breaker. So and it's apparently very powerful there. That would be you go in to get the core wood. I have plenty of leather. I just have to go around all my various places. I got loads of deer trophies. That would be the thing to take in to deal with the skeletons. You know, it's just getting the core wood. Well, I did, but I have used a lot of core wood too. Because I had to use like 10 for the fine bow and then another 10, you know. So, it's all worth it. I am not complaining. I'm just pointing out. Oh, it's going to be in the other. Let me go check. Sorry, it's in the workshop. Other workshop. Or the first woodshed. I'm starting to get a little confused as to where things are now. I guess it's time for organizing. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to take a break here because I've actually been doing this a long time off screen, so... I got 11 core wood. I need 20. But that means all I need is 9. And core wood I can generally acquire, so... I think what we're going to do is call it good here. And I'm looking at the pine trees that I used as part of my wall. Or is that fir? Just a second. No, I know. We're not getting rid of it. I just wanted to confirm that that's what pine trees look like. That is what pine trees look like. So I got core wood around here. I can do this. Ha! Oops. Oh, I tumbled down. Did you see that? It went. I actually flipped over. That was new. Alright, so we're going to set this. As I can't sleep at this time, so we're just going to save. And we're going to log out, because I got to take a break. I got to give my hands a rest. But one of the things that I'm going to do off screen is get some pine wood without, you know, like breaking my walls for it. But, And then maybe the next time we come in, we'll have a stag breaker. Yep. Thank you for watching. I had a good time, and I hope you all have a really good night.